All right, an update for you on a breaking story, and it's a threat against a political candidate. A Chicago man has been arrested and charged with sending death threats to Illinois GOP gubernatorial hopeful Darren Bailey. This is coming to us from the Chicago Sun-Times. They're reporting that 21-year-old Scott Lennox admitted to leaving Bailey a voicemail in which he threatened to, quote, mutilate and kill Bailey. So there you go.
Continue to watch developments as it comes in on that. National correspondent Logan Ratick joins us now with the latest from Chicago. Logan, good afternoon.
Yeah, Bianca, good afternoon. And the 3 felony charges there, just another sample of the crime here in Chicago that is becoming a key part of the Senate and gubernatorial races in the state of Illinois, as well as what crime is looking like across this entire state. Now, at the beginning of this week on Halloween night, at least 15 people were injured in a drive-by shooting. The youngest victim was just 3 years old. And here's what Chicago Police Superintendent David Brown had to say after that shooting.
We have reported at least up to 14 people shot. They're all in various conditions between critical and non-life-threatening. We also have a person struck by a vehicle at the scene as well. The age ranges for the victims are a 3-year-old and an 11-year-old. And we have reports of a 13-year-old, and everyone else is going to be adults.
So luckily, nobody died in that shooting, but there have been hundreds upon hundreds of homicides in the Windy City so far this year. Crime is a leading factor in the endorsements of Republican candidate Darren Bailey, who we just mentioned received threats to his life via voicemail. He's been endorsed by former President Donald Trump, former Democratic Congresswoman Tulsi Gabbard, as well as the Fraternal Order of Police and the NRA. But Governor J.B. Pritzker still holds a 9-point lead, according to the latest Emerson College poll. And the billionaire incumbent, he actually spent $38 million on the campaign in just the third quarter alone, while Bailey only spent $1.6 million on his campaign. Now, when it comes to crime, reporters here in Illinois are asking the governor what more he could do to stop it here in Chicago, and his answer was to blame his opponent.
We've increased the number of state police. Darren Bailey voted against that. We've increased the crime labs and investing in crime labs so we can solve crimes quickly. We eliminated our rape kit backlog as a result of the investments we made. Darren Bailey voted against all of that. It's been important to me to make sure that we provide the tools and technology for police to do their jobs. Darren Bailey voted against that.
But Chicago Alderman Raymond Lopez, who's a Democrat, says Mayor Lightfoot as well as Governor Pritzker, they both have not done nearly enough to combat violent crime here in Chicago.
We need to focus. We need to put every effort to putting an end to the violence on our streets and to stop ignoring this just for the sake of hoping that it goes away or that our residents don't remember that this is happening. Our residents know what their eyes are seeing, what their ears are hearing, and the bloodshed and gunshots that they hear weekly with politicians talking about book bans and abortions when this is the threat to the people of Chicago that they see on a daily basis. It must stop.
Now, crime isn't just relegated to areas like the south side of Chicago. It is happening all over this city, including right where I am in the Magnificent Mile. This is an upscale shopping district in Chicago. It has actually become recently known as Murderous Mile. There's been violent crime here. There have been violent robberies here. And Banana Republic is closing its doors in this neighborhood. That's leading many Chicagoans to wonder what stores could be on their way out following Banana Republic, and also who could be the next victim of violent crime. So it's not only affecting people's lives, but also livelihoods with businesses boarding up.